I was with a psychiatrist at Emory, and my medication wasn't working. So when I called him to say I have suicidal thoughts, but I'm not going to do it. I love my family, my kids, and that wasn't really a possibility for me, but the thoughts pass through your mind. And he said, well, we could try medications, but they might take, 2 or 3 months to work. So I recommend that you do ketamine. And I said, where could you find ketamine? He says, well, you have to look it up, but, there are some around Atlanta. And so I started doing my research. Man, I was in pretty bad shape. I had a lot of anxiety. Things I was anxious about driving down was, I don't have chapstick. What am I going to do? Can I go to a drugstore? Can I do this? Can I do that? It was nuts. I knew I was nuts, but it was so mental, emotional, physical. Told me that there were different methods to introduce ketamine to your body, but that he found what was most successful was the intramuscular. And I said, I don't feel I can leave here without something. And he said, we'll take care of you. So I was so grateful, He explained the protocol that we would do one today, that same day, and then another time that week. And so I scheduled Monday and Wednesday, and then I would stay with my daughter 2 nights and drive back. After the first treatment, I did feel an immediate lifting. I always feel pressure in the back of my head and my neck and my shoulders. It's kind of a weight that drags me down. It's part of my depression. I don't know how everyone else feels. And so I did feel a lifting. On this second treatment, and by the way, I realized after having the treatment on the first day, I could drive home. So that was a relief. All I can attest to is my own experience. And so I think by the second dose, I was euphoric. I couldn't believe it. And I thought, very strange. I don't think I'd been euphoric in ever. So it was the effects for me were immediate, I would say. And then I didn't have depression. Literally didn't have depression. And I hadn't ever had that experience. I've been on medication since I was 43. I hadn't slept since I was less than a teenager. After the first 3-week period, I came once the following week, and Dr. Sambonaris was talking about everyone's different. I waited till I was down, and you don't need to do that. You don't ever need to be down again. Maybe it was the holidays, I don't remember, but less than a year ago, last November, December, I started to get the negative self-talk. I'm no good, I'm just really lazy, and I procrastinate, and I do this, and I do that. So that's my indication, you're off kilter. And now I'm at about 7 weeks. There's no need to go down or to get anxious. I don't want to go down there anymore. You don't need to. It's remarkable. It changes your life. It's just worth it. I'm probably the person I should have always been, and I'm 70 years old. I feel grateful that I'm alive in this day and age where it's treatable. You don't have to be in that state. My grandmother was depressed. My mother was depressed. I had the childhood trauma. I've been on medication. I've been on therapy. I've been to different psychiatrists. I've been to therapists. I had, all my problems, I understood and knew where I was, and why doesn't it go away if it was just about therapy? Why didn't it go away if it was just about medication? So my feeling is that this works. I don't have it. I don't have depression. I don't have anxiety. If you're to me, if you're still having depression and anxiety on medication, or if the medication is stopped working for you, uh, there's no doubt in my mind. Try it. You don't have to continue, and I have no side effects, so it's not like if you take 2 treatments and you say no, I don't like this, you can stop. It doesn't. There's no withdrawal period, or anything with this, as there is with most medications. So, as I've told people, I feel like everyone should move to Alpharetta so they can go see Dr. Sanbonaris, because, his experience and with drugs, his experience, testing them, FDA, drug companies, all the things that he's done, I feel he's someone that has experience in all those areas. So I definitely think you all should go move to Alpharetta, Georgia. To me, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm funny. I talk. I'm not afraid of new situations. I've actually met someone after being single for 12 years and thought, and I'm just me. You don't like it? Oh, too bad. But I'm more myself than I ever was.